Hey guys, this is Comic and today I'm doing a topic video on top 10 most anticipated films for 2018, and the person who recommended this was Hightower. So if you want to go check out their channel, in the description below there will be a link, and if you guys have any recommendations for future topic videos, please let me know in the comments below. If I answer them, that means in a couple of weeks it'll be either on Comic or Comic Frontline, because I double dose my topic videos. Usually for Comic I have them every Friday with my comic book reviews, and for Comic Frontline I usually have them every Sunday or Monday. But let's get started and talk about this topic. Like I said, top 10 most anticipated films of 2018. I go 10 to 1. So number 10 for me is Black Panther. I'm excited for this, just, to have a Marvel film with a black cast. I think is very important. And I'm not a huge Black Panther fan. I want to learn more about his character, and obviously I think this movie will be a good opportunity to do that. So number 10 is Black Panther. Moving on to number 4, which is Aquaman. This is definitely one of those movies where I'm just like anticipating it because I'm hoping it's the Wonder Woman effect, where Wonder Woman was a really good movie, different director, different direction from the Justice League and Batman vs Superman, and I'm hoping Aquaman will be the same. It's a different director, hopefully kind of a different version of the Aquaman we saw in the Justice League. Because I do like Jason Momoa as an actor. Now moving on to number 8, which is the New Mutants. Now this is another one I'm kind of in the middle for. I love my teen type movies, and obviously the New Mutants here are teens, so I'm excited for that. I do like horror movies, but does that work with the New Mutants? I don't know. I am excited to see Ileana in the film. I think that's definitely the character I'm most excited for with the New Mutants. But this is definitely another one that's kind of like on the edge. I don't know where this one's gonna go. Moving on to number 7, which I believe is the only, well, I won't say the only non-superhero movie, but the only non-franchise movie here, and that's Love, Simon. And there's a lot of non-franchise movies that were on my list, but just kind of didn't make it because there are so many superhero movies coming out that I'm excited for. Yeah, Love, Simon is movie about a boy who is gay, and you kind of discover his journey and his high school kind of years and how the story kind of develops. And what I feel is important with this movie, because you see in these movies with kind of indie flicks but never a mainstream movie, so it's cool to see that. And I am a sucker for high school movies. I love movies that are kind of about self-identity, kind of figuring out who you are as a person. So I'm interested to see where that one's gonna go, and I'll definitely see that one. Moving on to number 6, which is Ant-Man and the Wasp. I know not everyone enjoyed the first Ant-Man movie. I did like the first Ant-Man movie. I didn't love it, but I liked it, and I'm a big Cassie Lang fan, so maybe we could get more hints of stature. That'd be nice. And it's cool that we're actually getting to see more of the Wasp. I hear Janet Van Dyne's actually going to be somewhat in the film also, so that's exciting. And I do hope that the sequel is better than the first, even though, again, I did enjoy the first movie, and I actually like Scott Lang as Ant-Man more than Hank Pym. So I like him as the lead. Now moving on to number 5, which is Deadpool 2. Now this movie, the first movie was so much fun, and it was everything you want from a Deadpool movie. And I just want the same thing with Deadpool 2, especially now that we don't really know where the Deadpool franchise is going to go after this with the whole Disney deal. And I'm excited for Cable. I like Cable. I like their interaction. You kind of have the straight man with Deadpool, so hopefully that will work as a really awesome comedy. Moving on to number 4, I think you guys are going to be shocked this is a little lower than maybe some other people with their anticipated list, but I'm going to go with Avengers Infinity War. Now Avengers Infinity War, there is the worry it's going to just follow the same Marvel formula we know, so I'm fearful of that, but I hope we get some nice surprises. That's what I want with Infinity War. I hope Thanos is an interesting villain. From the trailers, it looks solid so far, but like I said, hopefully we get some nice surprises. Moving on to number 3, which is Halloween. Yes, Halloween, it's coming back, and I am a big slasher fan. I do like horror, and especially slasher films, so having Halloween have another reboot, I guess, we don't really know much about it, is interesting, especially that Jamie Lee Curtis is the star of the film. So is it gonna be like the originals? Is it gonna follow the originals? Obviously, it won't be following the Rob Zombie stuff, or is it gonna be kind of its own thing? I don't know, and that's kind of what's exciting about that movie. Now moving on to number 2, which is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, kind of surprising that that's higher than a lot of these other Marvel films, but I love the potential of this movie, that we could get a lot of different Spider characters that I feel like maybe we never would have thought would be on the big screen, like maybe Spider-Gwen, Mayday would be kind of cool. And also the animation I'm still kind of iffy on. I feel that it was a little bit too painting style. It didn't feel like it would fit for an animated film. It felt a little bit too, like too much. They tried to add too much. I think simplicity would have been better for this, but we'll see. I am excited though, again, with the possibilities, and most importantly, Miles Morales being the lead of these movies. You know, he's a character that's become very popular in the past couple of years, and it's exciting to see him transition into film so quickly because of his popularity. Now moving on to number 1, this is such an easy number 1 for me, and that is Incredibles 2. I love Incredibles. It is my favorite movie of all time, and you know, we've been waiting just a little while for the sequel, and of course I think the wait will be worth it, and I like that they're continuing right after the first movie, and I just can't wait to see more from these characters and how they have grown. I am so excited for Incredibles 2. So that is my list. Let me know in the comments below, what is your anticipated films for 2018? And this was Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links to my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.